we got stronger this week. All right, we said we had to. We find those edges, all right, to say, can we find the next gear? And you did that tonight, man. So you got tough. One guy set it off today. All right, pick 6.
Commanders moving 5-2. They had to win this one to legitimize the fact that they're for real.
Sure.
They destroyed the Panthers 40-7. They lost Jayden Daniels
without
early.
their best player.
Marcus Mariota comes in and just holds it together. The rib injury. Now, Jayden's mom said he's fine on social media. Dan Quinn said after the game, test today, no update. I'm told concern level on a scale of 1 to 10 is a 3 or a 4, which that has me a little worried about whether we'll see him next week.
Yeah.
You know, we saw him fall and we thought something happened to his knee, and then he started putting his hand.
He's holding it there. It was a long run. It was a few plays before this. He had the long run up the right sideline, and he kind of, as he was getting tackled, kind of got folded and bent in a little bit of a weird position with his upper body, and it looks like he, pulled one of those, what do we call it, like an intercostal muscle in between the ribs. I've done that a little bit before. There's that cartilage, that muscle there, and as a thrower, when you're torquing your upper body to throw the ball, and now you're letting your arm get away from your body, and it's hinging on that area a little bit, it can be very, very uncomfortable. So this might be a thing where he misses a game, to let it heal up.
Or is this one where Dr. Needle makes a visit to the locker room?
We'll see. He might need
just
Dr.
make
Needle.
Sure you get it right.
Yeah, right. Just don't puncture my lung, Dr. Needle, as you do that. But I think what we saw yesterday was we know Carolina stunk. They have to kind of play
Carolina's
perfect.
horrible.
And they drive down the field, and that's the play right there. Way to go, Gary. That's where he hurt it. You can see it right there. And I saw him do it. And then, yes, I think it was the next play or 2 plays later when he had the problem. But here, see, that's where it starts to bother you. See, you feel it when you start to twist and the arm gets away from the body. And he was extremely uncomfortable. But Washington showed they're more than just Jayden Daniels. That's for sure. They continue to impress me with the way they look on the offensive side of the ball. Dan Quinn's got them playing defense and being special that way. And, when Andy Dalton threw the pick 6 to start the game, you were just like, all right, that's over. Let's start looking at another game, watching the other ones.
What an embarrassment the Panthers have become. And another owner, we've talked about 3 of them today, Woody Johnson, Jimmy Haslam, David Tepper.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, fans of the Jets, Browns, and Panthers.
Yeah, they're not going to call you to hire you to work for the organization.
Like I would want to.
Well,
first of all, they don't want me. Second of all,
you might have so much money, you might go, well, I don't know.
Look, the last person I want to work for is one individual who, if he or she has a bad day, they're going to fire you.
Yeah.
Screw that.
Right.
Screw that 100 ways to Sunday. All right.
You're like that? You want to get rid of Sam Darnold after one day? You want to fire him and go to Matt Stafford? Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me, Mr. Tepper over there.
Fire him.
Damn you, Tepper.
Don't make me throw a drink on you.
You're David Haslam. That's what I'm going to call you.
Better than Woody. Eagles over the Giants 28-3. You're just trying to keep me from talking about the fact that the G-Man. God, they got embarrassed.
Oh, my gosh.
Daniel Jones got benched, and he's actually upset about it. Read the room, DJ.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's upset about it, but he was, maybe he should be happy. He might be dead if he continued to play. I mean, they was under assault again. Giants O-line, not very good in pass protecting. The Giants offense couldn't do crap. Daniel Jones, yes, certainly he's part of the problem, but that's a whole institutional problem on that side of the ball to get dominated like that. And the Eagles, we know they're in a different class than the New York Giants, and that was awesome to see with Saquon Barkley and what he did and all of that. But even at what was it, 28-6? Was that the final score there?
28-3.
28-3. It wasn't like you were like, oh, the Eagles are so impressive today. It's 0-0 right here. It's 10 minutes left in the second quarter.
Another game for the Eagles to not score a point in the first quarter. They've extended their franchise record to 7.
It's incredible.
Or 6.
There is a problem on the offense. They should be embarrassed, as talented as they are. The fact that they are 1 for 13 on third down. that team, it's embarrassing. I think you heard me say a little bit last night on Football Night in America.
You think I listen to you?
Well, I thought every now and then. I listen
sometimes.
to you because I'm in the studio, so I have no choice.
Well,
but,
I don't talk as long as you do. I
Right.
can only take so much of you.
Oh, okay, thank you very much. You're David Tepper. Hello. Either way, but the Eagles' offense, like you always hear me say phrases of tying plays together, or what are they trying to accomplish? What's the plan? What are they trying to attack today? I never have a feel for what the Eagles are trying to do. They are not overly complex. They look like they just go through a Rolodex and go, ooh, we like that play, we like that play. And it feels like they basically just go, I hope Jalen can make a play. I hope Saquon breaks one. I hope they give us one-on-one so AJ can catch it and do something after it. That kind of feels like what their offense is. So, yeah, they'll beat teams like the Giants and some of these other teams that are not that good in the NFC, but I don't know if it's going to get them where they want to go in the big picture of things. That's got to improve on that side of the ball.
Still, Saquon Barkley yesterday, 17 carries for 176 yards. He had a touchdown, and he said after the game he doesn't want to talk about the Giants anymore. The Giants probably don't want to talk about him anymore. I feel like yesterday's the kind of game that gets Joe Shane fired eventually, gets Brian Daboll maybe fired eventually, gets Bill Belichick hired eventually. John Mara did not want to lose Saquon Barkley, and if you go back and watch the Hard Knocks offseason, they treated Saquon Barkley like the traditional interchangeable running back part, and he's not.
He's not.
He's not.
He's special, and they know there was a lot of people in football that were telling them that, saying that. People like
guys in the building. That's what made it so compelling. You had people in the building like, are we sure we really want to? Like the Eagles might really be a lot better with this guy.
Right. And certainly the best offensive player on the team. Arguably the best player on the team. I think Dexter Lawrence might be the best player on the team. But damn, it's Saquon Barkley. There's very few people on the planet or in the NFL that can do the things Saquon Barkley can do in space. I'm very happy to see him what he did. But yeah, that's egg in the face of the Giants yesterday. There's no doubt about that. They I think misread how talented he was. I think they also misjudged how he was valued around the NFL. From everything I know, I think Saquon Barkley got even better offers than he got from the Eagles. The Eagles was just a good enough competitive offer, and he knew they were good, and it made sense for him to go there. And that's where, as a Giant fan, you're a little disappointed.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.